So here we are. I'm dancing in the pool, and I wanted to talk today about people that spread rumors and how you respond to them. Okay, caller, what's going on?
I have been talked about, lied about,
Right.
slandered about people, and it's affecting my life.
Okay, good. Good for you. Let's go all in. When people are talking about you, and if this is happening often, like if you're in a situation where there's a constant barrage of lies and rumors about you, it's about you then taking ownership in maybe how you're coming across to these people, one, which is not a judgment. There's no judgment in anything. It's just about becoming aware. Okay, so why would these people think that? There could be many motives, but guess what? It's none of them are your business. Your business is how you respond to their actions, because no one is truly thinking about you in the healthiest, most beautiful way. So your ownership in this is whenever you're confronted with an issue that repeats itself over and over and over, this is lesson time for yourself. So where we would want to be defensive and protect ourselves and protest the unfairness and the unkindness, that doesn't matter. That would be like talking to people who don't understand English and trying to explain something to them. They're not going to understand it. So we got to take it to a sing-song, and let's go. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. It's not for you to protect and defend and speak and clear up to those people. You're now aware of who they are and how they are. Your response is about you to yourself. Go on.
But how do we, so someone is talking about me, spreading lies, rumors, and gossip,
Vicious
and
canids.
it's a reflection of them.
It's 100% about them. If you wake up happy and joyous today, you're really not going to recognize that it's raining outside. If you wake up pissy and you'd be like, son of a mother father, it's raining outside. See, it's your mood, it's your energy, it's your experience. But if the experience continues, then it's something to become aware of inside of you. And maybe that awareness is, wow, I don't have to get involved in this petty nonsense gossip rumors, because the more popular you are in life with people, the more you're going to be talked about. So you can't change that condition, but maybe you could change the way you're looking at it. And if it's not hard,
These things are affecting your life.
they're affecting your life because you want to make it right to them. You can't make it right to them. You can't clear up and start telling everyone you've ever met the truth. You can be your truth. You can say, you know what? This is an opportunity for me to recognize me in this and to not have to defend so loudly. I don't have to prove anything to anybody except to myself. And if you know that this is not true, and of course your immediate response, the ego's response is going to be, oh hell no, I'm going in, I'm telling da-da-da. Intelligence is going to be really quiet and say, you know what? Okay, now they're not talking about that person today, it's my turn. And if it doesn't bother you, then you win. You see, by you being bothered by it, then they're winning. And if they're not kind, loving people, and they're talking lies, why would you even waste hours of your life? Now, you don't want to pretend you're over something that you're not over. You don't want to say, oh, it's fine, it's okay. You want to process it all and let it move out of your body and leave through your feet into Mother Earth. You really want to go through the entire thing in yourself. You don't want to keep regurgitating the story and that you're a victim of something. If people are unkind to you, guess what? You just learned who they are. So maybe in the future, maybe, because we really have a hard time recognizing ourselves and how we come across in the world because we're living with ourselves forever. So you could recognize how you're responding, and if your response is not maturing, if you will, to a point or a place of, you know what, I don't have time for this. And I always used to prove. I used to have to prove, like if somebody lied, but you said and you told me and you promised and you were gonna. I don't do it anymore. Good for me, yay, yay. But I'm grown. You're young, which is beautiful. That's your blessing. So if you could learn this stuff now at this age, wow, awesome. Evolution is real. Evolution is real. But you need to recognize this is going down, and how am I participating in it? You know, somebody was a friend, and then I threw a mean name, in front of her because now that describes her as mean. There's nothing it's not judgmental to say somebody's mean. If somebody's mean one day, it's like, oh, they had a bad day. If somebody's nature is just unkindness and cutty, you got to get them out of your life, unless you're that kind of person too, because then you'd like that. But I had received a text message like the Torah about me, and I better look at myself and all this stuff. And I didn't even know how to respond because I was like, what? So I responded with those 2 little letters that I love. Okay. I'm not getting involved. I'm not having an arm wrestle with anybody over my character and who I am. I sleep really well. I know my intentions are always good and loving and kind. And if they're misinterpreted by somebody, and if they're not going to bring it right to my front door and discuss it with me, I really have no interest or value with them anymore. It's no longer something that I have to engage in. Because some people just have such miserable lives that they want to ruin other people's lives. But if you're not touchable, if you're, in a happy little bubble wrap, they can't get you. Your turn.
And I completely agree with all of that. I just feel that in certain circumstances, when there's nothing to do about, in my specific instance, where I'm constantly being questioned and judged, and my actions, the rumors of other people are always coming into play.
And why is that? Why? Why are you always being judged? Why?
Because that's the environment that I'm in. Where I'm a student, and my actions and my decisions and what people hear, what people do, always comes back to the person. And things that I didn't even do, and things that I haven't even done or never did. But because someone can say something so easily, I have to go through repercussions of it as well.
Understood. You are always going to have to, yes, you're always going to experience that. But the circumstances don't make who you are. They reveal who you are. And then you have opportunity to maybe respond differently. See, when you're not guilty, when you are completely in the right, then life has a way of just letting it just wear off like all the BS. Just let it swish. What is that? Thou doth protest too much. Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't really have to do that. You don't have to prove how intelligent you are by speaking. Prove how intelligent you are by not even responding. If you need to respond to an authority figure about a situation, such, like this BS went down and this was said and it's not true, then you go in your truth, but you do it calmly. You don't get excited, because stress is what's going to kill everybody in this world. So you want to recognize if people are causing stress in your life, they don't deserve that power. You deserve to start feeling really good in your power. And then to recognize and just go simply with the truth. That didn't happen. This was a situation. I have some people that acknowledge the truth also. And now I know that I'm not going to engage with some of these people. That they don't have my best interest, and maybe it's jealousy, and maybe I'm misunderstood or whatever. I'm not that interested. I'm interested in understanding myself more. So moving forward, when these situations arise again, because human nature is always going to be human nature, I'm going to show my best self in it.
Like it.
Isn't that great?
Beautiful.
I'm going to respond. Yeah, I'm going to respond in a way that doesn't, affect my heart rate. In nothing be anxious. I'm going to sit in the truth and let it be revealed. But now I'm going to move forward and
You have to process things on your angry because, of course, it's upsetting. And
it's very upsetting to be,
cool.
it's very upsetting. But yeah, I mean, it all sounds wow. We just, shove some quartz crystals. Wow, everything's fine, man, and it's cool, but everything isn't fine and everything isn't cool. This is the real world. And in the real world, you're going to meet many different people and energies and personalities and all that. And you never need to understand them. You just need to understand yours. So let yourself learn from these lessons. So now maybe you don't get too chummy with people. Or if you're going to invite people in your life as friends, maybe you use a little more discretion in that invitation. And maybe then you don't overshare to connect. Maybe you try things on gently and give it time to see if it really fits comfortably. Shazam. So go through it until you don't have to anymore. Don't pretend everything's fine, because then the same emotion, the same situation is going to repeat itself until you finally let it go. But these people should not have the power to stress you and take away your sleep.
Yeah, agreed.
They should not have that power. And you have a power and a choice to say, none of these things moves me. I know the truth, and the truth always comes out. It always comes out. What's done in the dark is going to come out right in the light. So learn yourself so well that you don't even have to speak that much. And when people get silly and nutty and, they start gossipy, if that's who they are, send a blessing their way and walk away. Don't stay where it doesn't feel good and awesome. Get the heck out of there. Now, you're not going to get out of school until you graduate, but you are not going to engage with people whose prized possession is trying to hurt somebody's life and career. These people no longer deserve your audience anymore.
Agreed 100%.
So you just let them go. Let everything go. See what stays. I love that one. Let it all go and see what stays. And see who stays. And recognize yourself in that. And you're allowed to, have friends of all different walks of life. And people are different. And people have bad days. And people have drama. And people don't like solutions. And people like to bitch. This is called life. This is the experience of it. And then you learn to vibrate where, wow, this doesn't feel cool for me anymore. And I'm not hanging here. That's all. You get to make a choice. And your choice should be, I know me. So hold on one second. I want to wrap this up. Okay, people, that is your PSA. your public spiritual announcement for the day. Don't take it personally. No one's thinking about you. Bye now.